Dr. Matt here to help you accumulate some more health. Today I want to talk about fatty liver disease because fatty liver disease is a big deal. And the only way you probably would know you had fatty liver disease is if you had blood work done or imaging showing that indeed you have a fatty liver. And so people go about their life thinking they're fine. They even get blood work done. Many of my patients get blood work done. We show fatty liver, it's going. Those liver enzymes are elevated. And people don't do anything about it. They just keep on going through life. They stay in a state of non-compliance when it comes to their whole foods routine because they think, though falsely, that they're fine. I don't have any symptoms. I feel fine. I'm doing good. I have extra fat on my body. I eat a lot of junk food. When in fact, they literally are slowly but surely losing their capacity to, detoxify appropriately, create hormones, filter their blood, store vitamins, especially fat-soluble vitamins and some minerals. They're slowly but surely losing their capacity to process sugars, so their blood sugar is slowly rising. They're losing capacity to regulate the clotting cascade, so maybe now they're bruising more often, or they end up with a stroke out of nowhere. Or they're losing the capacity to balance amino acids in the blood, which messes with their nervous system, what causes depression, anxiety, OCD, all this kind of stuff. Because the liver is doing all this for them. This is what the liver does for us. The liver it's helping us make proteins that shuttle hormones and enzymes around our body so that we can perform the activities of daily living, of optimal living at that. So if you have fatty liver, we've got to take care of it. It is a big, big deal. And if you think maybe you do, or potentially you've been living a life of less than optimal when it comes to the foods you've been intaking, the activity schedule you've been maintaining, it's time to get your levels checked. So why are we losing this capacity? Why are people, no longer feeling their most optimal, but yet they can't put their finger on it? It's because these liver cells literally are accumulating fat. They're accumulating fatty deposits. In the place of this massive metabolic organ, we have fat just accumulating. And this fat is making it more and more challenging for liver cells to perform their functions, just like the ones I just mentioned above. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg. There's at a minimum 500 different functions that your liver is carrying out at any given moment during the day. This is how you keep going. This is how you live life. It's by your liver doing a whole lot of stuff for you. So this is a huge deal. If your liver is filled up with these metabolically sound organs and organelles, or if it is loaded with fat and these cells are becoming useless. So we got to take this more seriously. I know this is not being taken seriously because I have so many patients who come to me. We draw their blood, we check them out, and boom, the liver enzymes are elevated. Or we do an ultrasound, we see, oh, yeah, got some fatty liver going on, and they don't stop eating processed food. I'm trying to convince them they don't stop abusing alcohol because they're not taking it seriously because they can't see. It's just numbers on a paper. It's just a little image. It's not cancer, right? So they don't kick the soda pop habit. They don't kick the refined flour habit. They don't kick the added sugars that they consume on a regular basis. They don't kick those habits. And the thing is, you don't have to be morbidly obese to have a fatty liver. There's plenty of people out there who are nice and thin who have fatty livers because they've been consuming the standard American diet. This fatty liver disease, not related to alcohol, is the fastest growing disease condition in the United States of America. It's a really big deal. It's literally cutting people's life by 10, 20, 30 years. And in between there's a lot of life that is not fun at all because of issues with the liver. Plenty of people, like I said, have otherwise normal body compositions, but poor food choices, poor dietary strategies, and just because of their metabolism or whatever, they don't get fat. But, at least externally, but they have a very fatty liver. And so do not think that just because you are thin, you're getting a pass on this. You aren't. I'm telling you, you're not. So if you've been consuming alcohol consistently, or you're eating processed foods consistently, you're hitting up fast food restaurants, you're drinking soda pop, eating bagels, croissants, pastries, donuts, white floury things, drinking white chocolate mochas, putting, the fake creamers in your coffee, eating candy regularly, pastas all the time, you got to be thinking, I might have fatty liver. And I mean, if you're eating even like cheap supplements, like with all the food coloring and acetylcholine and potassium, Splendas, aspartames, all this, those artificial sweeteners, if you're consuming that stuff regularly, Red Bulls and Monsters and all this kind of stuff, or processed meats like hot dogs, sausages, kielbasi, deli meats, if you're consuming this stuff regularly, any of those, together, these servings keep adding up each week, then you want to get your liver enzymes checked, your AST, your ALT, your GGT, and see where those are. And if they are elevated, or if they're on the higher end of normal, that AST, the ALT, they really should be under 20 for sure. And the GGT should be for sure under 20. So if those numbers aren't under 20, max 25, then you probably have some fatty liver going on. And you should get an ultrasound to see how intense it is. Because fatty liver is a silent assassin. And it gets all its ammunition, its ammo, from your daily life choices. It's something you can control. You can get under control, and you can take care of this. So here's a patient right here. Check this out. See the levels of this person. They had a AST of 85, an ALT of 126. That's not good. And a GGT of 109. Now this cat is in serious trouble. Serious trouble. And this person came into the office, yo-yo dieting forever, thinking I just want to lose weight and feel more comfortable at work and fit in their clothes kind of thing. But in reality, this person is in serious danger. Like they need to transform their eating patterns. They need to transform their physical activity routine. They need to transform their thinking habits and forge an entirely new way of doing life. Otherwise, if they don't, they're literally cutting off years, 20, 30 years of their life. They're going to die early because the liver, if you don't have your liver, you cannot live. And sure, maybe they'll get a liver transplant or something if they don't change their lifestyle. But I'm sure, because I'm going to be on them all the time, that we're going to get them to change and transform, and we're going to get them to literally forego their excuses, because if you can get your liver running back again, man, things are going to be good. Things are going to start happening for you if you can turn your liver back on when your liver's been off for a long time. Your well-being is going to increase. Your ability to burn fat is going to increase. Your ability to repair muscles and joint tissues and all that is going to increase. So you can skip all of the craziness that is liver failure, cirrhosis, fatty liver, literally by transforming your food routine. I'm talking eating meats, eating vegetables, eating fruit, eating nuts, seeds, beans, sprouted grains. Does that sound crazy? I don't think so. Put the excuses out there. Just let them go. Let them fly. I mean, do you need that processed food? You know your body, especially if you've had fatty liver, your body, it can't handle it. That is a sure sign. If you have fatty liver, your body cannot handle it. And those pseudo-processed foods, sure, General Mills, they love taking your money. But in the end, they're leading you to liver cirrhosis, liver failure, and early death. And in between there, life is not going to be nearly as fun, enjoyable, free as it could be. So you can stop the train. This is me preaching today. Sorry, I'm preaching. You can stop the train that is fatty liver disease. You can have a sound metabolism. You can line your life routine up, and you can overcome this literally brooding monster that is fatty liver disease. You want it. I know you want it. And if these numbers are high, like they were for this person right here, if they're like this, you got to go after it. You got to get after it. Now, I pretty much always get patients on N-acetylcysteine right away if I see they have fatty liver, because N-acetylcysteine, or NAC, as some people refer to it, it's necessary for glutathione production. And when we're talking about fatty liver disease, glutathione production is very low. And if glutathione production is low, more liver cells are going to die, more liver cells are going to become fatty, and we don't want that happening. So that's another idea, something to consider getting on if you have fatty liver disease and you're wanting to overcome it in any more rapid fashion. But if you don't do lifestyle stuff, scratch it. It's not going to work. So save your liver cells, decrease oxidative stress within your liver, get your glutathione levels up, look at giving N-acetylcysteine a go, and transform your dietary strategy. Excuses, we can't permit them anymore. I'm Dr. Matt. Share this with your friends, because I guarantee you have friends, you have family, you have coworkers with fatty liver disease. I see it literally every single week. And it is the fastest growing disease. This is truly a disease of the body. But you know what? This disease can be overcome with lifestyle change. You don't need a bunch of drugs. You don't need some high-tech instruments. It's the daily. It's the daily. It's the daily. That is what is going to change and enable you to overcome non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and make it a non-issue in your life. All right. Peace out, you guys.